Hi, good morning. We're going to be adding in some new content, and essentially you can remark. Hopefully we'll get some live remarks, and potentially at some point we'll go to some live videos with this. But right now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at Mark Moss and see what these are some of the different content creators that I take a look at over time, and I'm trying to extrapolate and get equal consensus across the board on both styles. I try not to stick on one side or the other, mainly just try to evaluate what's happening, especially as it relates to finance and crypto. So that's the main thing.
Now the plan is to stop taxing American citizens and to start collecting revenue from trade instead. Now this isn't just a small tweak. This would be a complete rewrite of the entire U.S. taxation system that could be the solution to freeing Americans. Now, it's not just some crazy idea. It's actually taking things back to how things were in the past. So in this video, I'm going to break down the details of Trump's ERS proposal. What this would mean for the U.S., what it could mean for the rest of the world, what the probability something like this even going through is, and of course what to expect and what we can do regardless of what happens. So make sure you stick around because this could be one of the most important financial shifts of our lifetime. So let's go. All right, we're jumping right in. We're going to talk about this new proposal by President Trump. And hang on, before you may turn this video off.
Sounds interesting.
America, not the United States, this matters, right? This is going to change the entire globe's trade, how this works, and so make sure you stick around to the end regardless if this affects you as an American citizen or not. But you've probably heard, whether you're an American or not, of the IRS, which is the Internal Revenue Service, which was started in 1913. We'll talk about that in a second. But he is now proposing the formation of the ERS, which is
the Iran conflict is not what you're being told. And if you understand what it actually is, you'll be able to position yourself financially to come out ahead at the end of all of this. Right now, millions of investors are asking themselves.
Well, that's one of the guys, and we'll be looking at, like I said, let's get some young perspective. We want all people, all different ages. We're going to have some perspective from different individuals relating to all these topics. Let's take a look at the Crypto RS guy here. See what's interesting here.
Welcome back to another Sunday video. Happy Sunday, hopefully. I gotta give you guys a big update on what to expect this week for Bitcoin and crypto. Right now, it doesn't look too hot. So let's talk about what to expect and
take a look at what's going on.
So right now, as you can see, Bitcoin is sitting under 66.9 once again, which is unfortunate. We were utilizing as a support, and then we just broke down. Although it does seem like Bitcoin wants to break up, it's starting to recover a little bit. Let's see how it develops. But overall, you can see, unfortunately, we have lost all momentum. We were sitting at the 73 mark, 73, 74, and slowly we trended downwards.
Yeah. So we're kind of seem to be in that space where we're trending down, trending up. We're kind of fluctuating back and forth.
So why did this happen? Why did we lose also?
We'll look at Joe Rogan for a second. He's always got, well, not always, but a lot of times has some interesting characters brought on and an interesting viewpoint. See what he has out here.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Drink by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night.
Not sure who he's got on here.
Mr. Paul, so good to see you again. Good to be back. Consciousness. So, this new book, what inspired it?
We're talking about a very deep subject here, so I wasn't trying to go that deep on this video, but that's kind of just giving you an idea.
if you haven't caught up to the STRC situation, you gotta go ahead and lock in, because what Michael Saylor...
Let's take a look at Michael Saylor here and see.
The center of gravity of the financial universe.
This guy and his companies have the most Bitcoin, or one of the most holders out there, top holders in Bitcoin. He also gives a lot, he elaborates on a lot of information.
An airfoil moves faster than the speed of sound. Like an airplane goes faster than the speed of sound, it creates a shock wave and a sonic boom. And it's very loud, it's very noisy, it's very turbulent. What's going on when you're going faster than the speed of sound is you're going faster than the rate at which air can communicate to the air in front of it. The molecules in front of your fuselage are not able to communicate to the molecules 100 meters in front of you. So you end up with this sonic boom, and massive turbulence, and massive noise and chaos. What's going on with Bitcoin is evolving faster than the society can digest it.
Yeah.
Napoleon wanted to gallivant across the old world, and Jefferson wanted to expand in the new world. So France sells Louisiana to the U.S. for $15 million in 1803. The $15 million probably lasted a few months fueling the French army. It's gone. Jefferson got that. He got 27% of the United States. It's an 800,000x return.
That's some good history.
12 trillion or more. It'll be worth more. Jefferson had some vision, as did this man. Seward paid $7 million for Alaska 2 years after the country is decimated by the Civil War. John D. Rockefeller was trying to start an oil company.
More
Today,
history.
There's $1 trillion of oil underneath Alaska. How much is digital capital worth?
A lot.
$150 trillion multiplied by 3%.
But the infrastructure, you got to pay for all the infrastructure, the power consumption.
$14.5 billion a year to take all of those parade of horribles when they're trying to preserve their wealth. If you put a 20 P to E on it, like you value a company or a long duration bond, it's worth $270 trillion. Bitcoin's the best.
Definitely a spot out there in finance for alternate vehicles.
It's the only crypto in the world recognized as an asset without an issuer.
Exactly.
Regulators. Okay, the Chinese recognize it. The Russians recognize it. Like the enemies of the U.S. recognize it. You know, in Singapore, in the UAE, in the U.S., in Brazil, everywhere. This is the one thing everybody recognizes. So the question is why? Why is not the first, is not the only. There's 2.5 million copies. Why? It's because of the Immaculate Conception.
Scarcity.
What is the Immaculate Conception? It's such a simple idea, and yet everybody that's copied Bitcoin hasn't got this simple idea in their head. Satoshi created a way, he gave it away, and he went away. Walked away. That's the idea. There's not a single major company in the world where someone created the company, gave it to the world, and walked off. I see a world where there are many types of assets.
Interesting.
The king apex asset, the root asset, which everything else is settled on, or everything else is oriented to. The center of gravity of the financial universe of the 21st century emerging is Bitcoin. Just like...
And there's other cryptos. Governments are using other cryptos, and companies are using their own other cryptos as well. So there's a lot of other crypto out there, because they're going to be main thing is they'll have like a lot of different cryptos. Different entities. There may be a crypto with a token for each city in the world, because they'll be leveraging that as another ledger. So they have multiple ledgers to resources. They'll have different resources to pull from. So that's how they're going to have all these different cryptos. They may name them, we're not sure. And whether the entities purchase an ongoing crypto and then leverage that, because there's been some out there, like the main ones. There's stable coins and meme tokens and different ones out there, and altcoins, and these are all different categories for the tokens and the crypto. And so that's the main idea is to be able to extrapolate, and eventually they'll get to the World Bank, IMF, CDBC. I mean, these entities, they've all got their strategies laid out, and I'm not saying it's going to change. It may change too over time. They've got their blockchains and their different tokens all laid out and set up. China had some out there that were actually paying interest already, I believe, tied to physical gold that they hold. So it's a lot like the ones that we've discussed already in some of our topics on the extrapolation of what's actually out there in the crypto space. And then, like I said the other day, that this is essentially this is one small unit. It's the financial aspect. There's going to be so many more coming online that's related to the NFTs and the other things or the contractual pieces that they've learned in crypto, and how they do the contractual stuff. Like with the NFTs, they will be integrating that same technology into contractual stuff that you'll purchase, like if you buy digital stock. And any digital thing that you buy, and you want the security